clean like a shower. That's nice guy. My little beauty. You are, aren't you? Hey?
Come on now. This way. Yeah, we just have to get rid of them. I'll just have and the old stuff when you have his he's just like
Just wait out here. What? No, wait. Wait, have it come in.
Yeah, there's a coach's box up there, like a big area, but there's no one in there today other than the timekeeper.
So come on this site, so I might do that. Right?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Here we are. Welcome to round 8 of the Great Southern Footy League. Sees Mount Barker, the Bulls, are playing Denmark Walpole, the Magpies, in the Think Mental Health round, live from Sounness Park in downtown Mount Barker. My name's Karen Robbins, joined in the commentary by the special comments guru in Jason Kip Robbins. Good afternoon, Kip.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Looking forward to this one, Karen. A little bit wet down here today.
It is a bit wet, bit of cloud, but not much breeze to talk about. I tell you what, Kip, everyone has been bagging having the Denmark Walpole Magpies. I tell you what, they had a win last week. How's this? 15-5 defeated North Albany 4-8 by a margin of 63 points. So, but it was a long weekend, Kip, in June. Maybe there's a lot of permits throughout the Great Southern, and a few players maybe came on and played for Denmark Walpole. Can they go back to back?
Well, let's hope so, Cam. It's exciting for the competition when they're up and about, aren't they? I mean, people enjoy the like all the clubs playing, but these guys in particular, Denmark Walpole, you know, they've suffered some adversity and some big losses, but they come back, and let's hope they get some momentum from here.
And fantastic, isn't it? The Think Mental Health round. Everyone needs their mates and friends around them, so fantastic. The Great Southern Footy League have a round dedicated to the Think Mental Health round, Kip. And obviously everyone out there suffers from a little bit of mental health, and what better place to be than at a football club down in Mount Barker, having a couple of froths on a Saturday afternoon. How good's that?
And don't forget the Mrs. Max pies, Cam. We certainly love those too, with the rockin' oars, don't we?
Certainly do. In Mount Barker, Kip, the ovals looking pretty good down there, don't they? They obviously had a lot of rain during the week, but conditions here at the moment, bit of cloud cover. We've had a bit of rain overnight and also throughout the course of the day, but yes, it's looking okay.
Absolutely, Cam. And just a couple of things in relation to today. So Saturday being the 10th of June. It's Elizabeth Hurley's 58th birthday today, old Lizzie. So she'll be tuning in to watch the footy for sure and certain. A couple that are no longer with us are Howell Wolf, the great blues man, Smokestack Lightning. He was born in 1910 on this day. And of course, Judy Garland from The Wizard of Oz. She was born in 1922 on that day.
And I tell you what, someone with a bit of trivia who knows more about anything is Jason Kipper Robbins. He knows everything about music, he knows everything about movies, he knows everything sport. Jason Kipper Robbins, you must stay up all night, don't go to bed, and you just get on Dr. Google and you search all these weird and wonderful dates and timelines of various people.
Absolutely, Cam, and that's the thing. They stick in the head too. They're like a fungus, like a toe jam. They just stick in there and
stick in your melon.
So I've got to get them out, Cam. So it's great that they have this opportunity to be able to get these things out.
And like I said, Kip, isn't it fantastic that the Great Southern Footy League, obviously sponsored by the local IGA down there, and shout out to them, but as well, Sounness Park and Mount Barker, very picturesque, but also, as I keep saying, the Think Mental Health round, that all leagues around not only WA, Victoria, South Australia, throughout Australia, they always dedicate themselves to the mental health round, and that's exactly what we are here down at the moment in downtown Mount Barker. And I just heard everyone's struggling about the West Coast Eagles, Kip. Well, they've gone down by 127 points to the mighty Fighting Subiaco Footy Club in an epic, absolute cricket score at Mineral Resources Park. So it'll be good for the percentage for Subi. Probably put them outright second or equal top, because Claremont actually play Claremont play Peel and the Waffle, so obviously going to be lost there. Subiaco will be either sitting on top or outright second.
That's fantastic, Cam, and I've been to a few Waffle games this year, and the competition is certainly right up there, and in fact I'm finding a lot more enjoyable than watching the AFL at the moment. Tiggy, Touchwood AFL.
Oh yeah, it's shocking, isn't it, mate? They don't know what they're doing half the time. They make up stuff and they kick sideways, they kick backwards, like playing more game of chess and getting the old Haggett, man. We used to play balls there, see ball, get the pill, kick it forward and have a bit of fun.
Exactly, Cam. And didn't we always? And if you came off with a bit of mud on your jumper, or you'd feel $1 million, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. And shout out to my mum and dad too, Tommy, legend for Subiaco Footy Club, my mum too, Joan Robbins, out there. Now, Joan, bit of trivia during the week. Kip popped in to say hello when we used to have training in the metro area of Wembley Downs, and my old man was the coach. And Mum, during the winter time, used to give us these golden syrup puddings, mate, and they were absolutely sensational with custard.
Well, I love the golden syrup. I love golden syrup, full stop. And what's happened to golden syrup? It doesn't seem to be out there much anymore.
I don't think anyone's got the skill enough to make them, mate. They're a steam footy, turn them upside down, and they were absolutely sensational, mate. Don't you worry about that. There's the players in the middle there, and they're going to see who's going to win the toss here. Umpire looks down, and they're kicking to the right of the screen. I think you'll find that could be the Mount Barker Bulls.
Did they win the toss game? Yes, they did.
So the Mount Barker Bulls, they'll be kicking to the right of the screen, and the Denmark Walpole, after having a win last week, they'll be kicking to the left of the screen. And it's round 8. It is 4th versus 6. Mount Barker 4th. They've won 2 wins, lost 4 and drawn 0. And Denmark have won 1 and lost 6. And joined in the commentary box by myself, Cam Robbins, and Kip Robbins, the Guru Shrami, special comments, and the man who knows everything about the world himself. Kip, Saturday afternoon, Mount Barker, how are the chickens?
Well, the chickens down here, Cam, are fantastic. Quite big, the chickens here, aren't they?
Exactly.
And they have big eggs, Cam.
Big eggs.
Big chickens, big eggs.
Big eggs. There's nothing right with those big yokes here as the players jog themselves on an interchange bench here. And looking forward to this round 8 clash of the Great Southern Footy League. Mount Barker versus Denmark Walpole Magpies. It's the Magpies versus the Bulls.
Interesting one, Cam. Looking on the internet, the Bulls have 2 number 18s. So is that throwing a curly one out there for the Denmark Walpole Maggies, is it?
Do they cop a fine for that, you reckon?
Oh, who would they find? There's 2 18s there.
And they add up to what add up to? 36.
36, yeah.
Bit like our age, really, 36. So welcome down here, Mount Barker, Sounness Park in downtown Mount Barker. It's just about ready to go. Umpire ready to start here. Thanks for your company this afternoon. It's a wet day down in Mount Barker. They win the ground to the Bulls. They go forward, but possessed this time by Denmark Walpole. They kick the ball to centre half forward. Big back of plays. Drops an easy mark. Should have marked that in there. And the umpire said play on to advantage. And beautiful scoreboard in the background, which we see 0-0.
A fabulous scoreboard, isn't it? Where's those colours?
Fantastic colours. Vibrant. Doing the ruck work. Beautiful ruck work by the Mount Barker ruckman. He knocked it backward. Good tackle off the ball by the player. They go through a chain of handballs to the Bulls and set upon by 2 or 3 players. Bulls going nowhere. Centre half forward for the Mount Barker. Bulls kick, the umpire says give the ball to me.
Yeah, give it to me. It's nice and tight at the moment, Cam, as you'd expect.
Doing the ruck forward once again of the Mount Barker Bulls. They go forward or hit high, sure. The umpire said yes. I saw that from me. The umpire also saw it. And a free kick and an opportunity to go forward.
It's Stone, Cam.
Tyler Stone. Turn to Stone. Good song there by ELO, Kit. Turn to Stone.
Great song.
You know your music. So Tyler Stone has the opportunity for Denmark Walpole to put the first score on the board.
Looking very relaxed too, he is, Cam.
Certainly is. So Tyler Stone, 45-50 metres out directly in front. Pretty lackadaisical run at the footy and pushed it wide and stayed wide. Bit of breeze there, Kit. A bit more than you think, I think.
Yeah, left to right, Cam, left to right.
So first score, and that goes to the Denmark Walpole
Nice.
Magpies. Good kick down the high diddle fires Cam Walsh. Good first name, Cam Walsh. Goes down the far wing and finds his wingman hitting the ball in the corridor again. Effective kick. Good ball over the top. Running front and centre with McHenry. He overran it though. Back on the footy. Chain of handballs in middle centre half back. His players all over the footy. They fell over his own foot. There was a Mount Barker play. The umpire said play on. And that's what they do. You head over the footy. Ball's going nowhere. Somehow get a kick out from the midfield. But they can repel now, and they go on the far descent for wing, but left his play, but dropped an easy mark. Head over the footy, that was Gowdy. He's overran it, so everybody hit footy again to Denmark Walpole on the not-preferred left, and that just stays in play.
Nice push off by Gowdy there too.
Certainly did. They go down the line to the Mount Barker team there in the Bulls, and the umpire says give the ball to me. Good defensive by Brennan Ugle, number 5.
A little bit of push and shove there, Cam, too. Just the boys sorting it out.
And they love that, don't worry about that. So early stage of the first quarter, Denmark Walpole are 1 point, and Mount Barker, the home side, yet to score. Boundary line throw in.
Big throw. Whoa!
Boundary umpire. He brings the ball in the corridor, roving front and centre. That play was Ugle again. He's overran it. Goes back and try to get his own footy. Umpires letting play on. It's good. Letting the play go on. There's no easy kick out there. It's pretty hot in the kitchen. The umpire says maybe give to man of quarter pie and sauce. So early stage of the score, there we are. Denmark are 1 point. We've gone 2:59 of this first quarter. Kick the ball forward. This is better by Mount Barker. Don't know what's happened there. Might be a relay free kick. No, it's playing to advantage.
Oh,
good defensive pressure. They've missed absolutely everything. It's out of bounds on the full. And relieving the pressure here was Joel Gray. So Joel Gray. Forward flank too far out to kick. Send the ball. Beautiful kick. Good call there. You picked it well. Lace out. A fantastic kick and lands in the home with Sammy Lehman. So the Lehman kick. Lehman. Sam. 25-30 out. Can he convert?
Well, Sam, the Lehman can. Of course he can. If Sam can't do it, no one can.
Exactly. So here he is, Sam Lehman. Here's that trusting left foot. Goes back.
Beautiful kick.
And goes straight over the goal umpire's head. A great goal here for the Mount Barker Bulls. And how good kick was it?
Never in doubt, Cam. Never in doubt on that left boot. Beautiful, relaxed flow through with his kick.
So just over 4 minutes are gone. The Bulls, that's the Mount Barker Bulls, they are 1 straight 6. The Denmark Walpole Magpies are 1 point. This round 8 clash, the Great Southern Footy League. Cam Robbins and Kip Robbins doing the calling for this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Bit wet and bleak, but good day to get your feet up, have a cuppa, have a froth and just enjoy the footy.
Absolutely, Cam. In the country league, there's nothing better.
So they go down the centre half forward again. They put their foot on it. Dosbury traffic. Good through handball, wasn't it? So they go forward to the Walpole. Might be a relayed free kick. It is Kip. It's a relayed free kick. And the opportunity to go in the forward attacking area of the Denmark Walpole Magpies. Ball comes to go out. Mount Barker have numbers and they can run the play. A little chip kick over the far side. It's effective. And ball comes to ground. Good defensive pressure by the Walpole defender. Good below his knee to pick up front and centre. That was, I think,
Devonport.
Freddie. Well, that's in relation to Freddie Devonport, 73 Premiership player for Subiaco kid. And brings the ball in the corner. There's by Ugle.
Nice by Ugle.
Good use of the footy. And the chain of handballs go the Mount Barker ball. And they go down the deep half forward flank. And the big black cloud kick. Is that going to bring some rain down here in Mount Barker? Will that let the chickens go and run amok down here? Who knows?
Oh, the chickens just love getting their beaks into the dirt, Cam, when it's raining. They love it.
Already, Kip, you see the class of Ugle, number 5 going for Mount Barker. Brennan Ugle,
Absolutely.
just
Beautiful
one touch player. So forward pocket here. Mount Barker, below his knees, copping one high by Ugle. And umpire said play onto advantage. They just try to ragdoll the ball forward. Kick around the corner by Walpole's by Tyler Stone. Pretty hot in the kitchen there. Still below his knees is Stone. Falls in the hand of Ugle. And Ugle just go downtown. He kicks another saucy goal.
That's a beautiful goal.
That play we mentioned, Kip, a while ago, wasn't it?
Absolute class there, Cam. No doubt
Brand
about
Ugle.
that.
6:07 have gone in this first quarter, and the Bulls, not the Chicago Bulls, it is the Mount Barker Bulls, 2 straight 12, and Denmark Walpole Magpies Kip a 1 point.
Yeah, fantastic start to the game by the Bulls there. The Maggies are certainly keeping in there, but when you've got players like Lehman and Jones and Ugle for the Bulls, you know, they stand out in regards to their skill and traffic.
Exactly. It's round 8 clash down here at Sounness Park in Mount Barker. And Denmark Walpole came out the blocks early, Kip, but all of a sudden, since the last 2 or 3 minutes, the Mount Barker are showing their ascendancy on the game in the early stage of this first quarter.
Yeah, and I reckon Lizzie Hill will be enjoying this stream, Cam.
Celebrating a birthday, she is. Shout out to you, Liz. No doubt she's in the lounge room watching this game of footy. Why wouldn't you? Other than being in a shocking place like England, they go below the knees. The Mount Barker clan, they take a bounce centre half back and draw the play over the top. Fell over there in the end. Can they keep the ball in front of him? He's under extreme pressure. Well done, that fella. He doesn't the big
Get out of there.
But I think umpire's seen something down play. It's a Walpole, beautiful tackle there by
and Ross has got it there, Cam.
Jackson Ross. He goes to centre half.
Oh!
Stop that.
Woohoo!
That could be a contender for the Retrovision man of the mark.
Very beautiful mark.
Oh, Brady Cochrane. What a mark, Kip. The one-hander. That could be a contender for the Retrovision mark of the day. Brady Cochrane. Can he convert, Kip?
And a nice bit of showboating on the mark there, Cam. Look at that. It's trying to put him off it. I tell you, it's worked.
Yes.
Throwing himself around like a tree. It was almost like a robot. I've lost in space there, Cam.
Danger.
Will Robinson. Danger, Will Robinson.
Tell you what, he should have done a lot more with that Kip, unfortunately.
Nice mark. Couldn't finish it off, unfortunately.
Finish was not quite there, so...
For the Maggies.
Midway through the first quarter, the Bulls, that's Mount Barker, 2 straight, and Denmark Walpole are 2 points. And it's a bit rough, Kip, when you've got to get your own ball out. It's been kicked over.
It's a long way out.
It's a long way out, they are.
I hope you don't get bitten by a snake while you're out there either, Cam.
Yeah, Joey Blake's down here, Kip, don't worry about that. Big sign there, Mount Barker Transport. So they go straight down the high diddle. Gains a bit of distance with the kick. Try to find his teammate over there. That was Seth Jones.
Hands.
He's gone on his right foot. Gained a bit of pace here.
Oh, nice.
They switched the play in the middle of centre half forward. Or dropped an easy mark in the end. But numbs around the footy here to Mount Barker. Denmark Walpole. Handball's okay. Below his legs. That was very good play by Isaac Pomeroy. And pushing the back surely. Umpire saying that or held term. It's the ladder. Umpire says give the ball to me. Defensive part of the ground here.
Nice work by Stoning tight there for the Maggies.
Yeah, good under pressure, wasn't he? Running under the footy was a ruckman over there for the Mount Barker player there in Jones. Ball still in the contest. Somehow toe pokes the ball forward else by Hartfield.
Nice hands.
Turns the footy over. Mount Barker have it. They go on the half-forward flank here. Kicked a bit of space. Trying to find his teammate over there. I think it might have been Daniel Rowling.
And they've got a fence there too, so that'll keep... Oh no, it's gone through the gate. What's the chance of that happening again?
Maybe we've got to shut the gate.
No, he's left it open.
Yeah, someone's got to shut the gate. Keep health and safety, mate. Being a man of your calibre, you would have picked that up.
Oh, straight away, Cam.
Boundary line throwing. Good ruck work over the pop. The Denmark player there, Zach Pretty. He's kicked the ball in the defensive part of the ground. Numbers there with the Walpole player. Head over footy, lowers his eyes, and good
Nice
passage
kick.
of play here. And maintain possession. Pull the
Good
trigger on
lead.
this to centre
Look at
half
that.
forward. And good strong mark's been taken by Tyler Stone. Stone on the right. Gets the ball to a one-on-one.
Oh,
Good defensive mark by the Mount Barker defender. Kip, that was good. That reminded me of you in your prime down there, centre half back.
He's slightly taller than me, Cam, but similar style in regards to marking.
So he's overran it there.
Good pressure.
Defensive pressure is okay. They can bring the play over the far side, try to find his teammate. That player was
Rowling.
Seth Jones. Below his knees. Gets it 1-2. Well done by Jones. He's overran it. Somehow
We've
manufactures
done well
a kick
there.
out of nothing. Gains a few metres. Pick-up was fantastic by Kirkwood, by hands.
Nice
they go down
hands.
the pass here by Mount Barker.
And that's
on
a
the
great
defensive
kick as
wing, and
well.
there's this man, Ugle. Absolute sensation.
Look at that.
Ugle to space. Over the
Beautiful.
top. Good kick by Ugle. And he
That's
is
a
one
great
classy
mark
player,
there.
Kip, isn't he?
Yeah.
And your
There's the
man,
Lehman
Lehman again. The Sandster.
Yeah, the lazy left footer.
So Sammy Lehman, but how's the check-out pass by Ugle? Score assist, surely score assist by Ugle. And Sammy Lehman going for goal number 2. 40 metres out, leans back on this.
Oh, he's drawn that narrow, Cam.
Drawn it narrow. Should have done a lot more with that, Kip.
Lehman.
Bit of a let off there, Kip, for the Denmark Walpole side.
Certainly was, Cam, and you hope that the Maggies will make the most of this.
So the Bulls, 2-1 they are, 13-2 points Denmark. Mount Barker still in front. Lehman has one and Ugle has one for the Mount Barker side, and unfortunately no one's got one for Denmark Walpole. So latest
They
stage
want
of this
one, though.
first quarter. Of course they want one. We all want one.
Yeah, well, I want them to get one.
And a goal as well. Look at this, keep it to go. Get the boundary umpire's going to jump over the beautiful landscape garden there. He's going to stand up.
Look at that ladder.
Go
Is that
back
from
down.
a pool? Is that like a pool ladder?
It is to pull a ladder. Jeez, it's a bit tougher. You've got to jump up, get
You've got
your
to,
own hill.
that's all part of innovation, Cam. In country footy, you've got to innovate, don't you?
Exactly, mate. A shout out to the Great Southern Footy League, having the opportunity to stream these live all around WA, Australia, the whole world.
Oh, it's just
As you said,
fantastic.
Lisa Hurley tuning in from England,
Yeah.
celebrating her birthday today. They go on the defensive part of the ground to Denmark Walpole side, hugs the boundary line. The umpire says, give the ball to me for a boundary line throw. So latter stage of this first quarter, the home side, that's the Bulls, Mount Barker, 2 straight. Denmark Walpole Magpies a couple of points. And boundary line throw in once again here. Head over the footy, draw play over the top. Socket off the ground was effective, gained a few meterage, they did. Defensive pressure by Walpole by Matsaleris was good. He somehow falls over, keeps his feet now, somehow gets a handball out. 2-on-1 here. Overrunning
well
the footy
done.
and then was Alex Skinner. Still have the footy now, trying to find his teammate there in Zach Jackson. He's overrunning. Good defensive
good
mark. Courage personified there by the Magpie player there.
Knew the pressure was coming. Oh, and 50, Cam. I think there's a little bit of verbal backlash there to the umpire. The umpy's not taking that.
Good on him. No mucking around. He
No,
said
no.
that.
No,
I'm the
that's
umpire.
for
I'm going
sure.
to do 50.
Yeah, they don't muck around the crematorium, Cam.
They don't. But you're dead. Keep you can't come back from that. Walking the Dead, that's a good show there. Used to watch that.
Yeah, I love that show. So,
So they kick the ball to centre half forward to the Magpie Walk.
That's a
The
good
Denmark
lead.
Walpole side. They go under cover there. Good defensive pressure. Could have been a throw. And the umpire said, no, it's a sling
No.
tackle. So lucky kick, but they'll
Yeah.
take it. And they have the footy now through Jackson Ross. He hits up the pass effectively. And they have the footy here now through Simon Barker. Barker kicked the ball to space, but well read by the Mount Barker defence. There's Ugle, class. George will play over the top. Try to find his teammate. He's under pressure. Have the footy now. Somehow manufactures a kick out a bit of traffic there. They go to centre half forward, hitting the ball hard.
that's
Got the 1-2. But the player's running
Oh,
the contest here. Takes
well
one
read
bounce.
that fella.
Takes another bounce. And thank you very much,
That
Benny
Kirkwood?
Kirkwood. It certainly is.
Nice work, Benny.
Benny Kirkwood kick. He read that well, didn't he? The Denmark Walpole defender was under a bit of pressure. I think Ben Kirkwood knew he was under pressure and roved the ball and stole out of his back pocket and converted again.
Yeah, no, absolutely beautiful there, Cam was.
So 14-23 are gone. Denmark only 2 points. The Mount Barker Bulls 3-1-19, a margin of 17 points. And thanks for your company this pretty wet Saturday afternoon in downtown Mount Barker, the home of those beautiful chickens, those big eggs.
Love those the big yolks. How often do you get double yolkers down here? Oh, I love the double yolkers.
Go down the forward again. Try to find that play kick. The last goal was Kirkwood. There's Ugle. Ugle through traffic. Now he's under pressure.
Good work there by... What was that? It was Hartfield, Tady Hartfield, that was.
Good defensive pressure here. They still maintain possession here. Do the Mount Barker Bulls try to go to the key forward there and Sam Lehman, and defensive pressure has been put by Isaac Pomery, and they have the ball now. They kick the ball from centre half back. They gain a few metres here to the Denmark side. They go on the far side, but beautiful plunking mark's been taken by James Gray. That was a ripper.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big fella, isn't he?
James Gray,
That's a nice
his
kick.
eyes, kicks the ball to the pocket.
Good thinking.
Certainly was, because Lehman ran to that pocket kick, and he gives one to go on with too.
There
Nothing
we go.
wrong with that, isn't
a
it?
little bit of push and shove. We like that, don't we? I just noticed with the Magpies, the Barker down at the in the back line there, Carol, rallying things around. If they work a game plan around him, they could call that the Barker's Nest.
Right, the Barker's Nest. The thing under local government, Kevin Oates could allow to have the dogs run over the ovals to have a Barker's Nest. So.
No, I'm thinking more in regards to a cluster. Clarko's the Barker's Nest.
Barker. I thought it meant Barker's Nest as
No.
dog manure. He goes on the far side. They out of trouble here though. The Magpies, good run and carry, took the game on, but Ugel's up to the challenge. Puts a very good defensive tackle on. The umpire says, "Give the ball to me."
Give it to me.
The far side of the ground here. The cameraman doing a good job here. Umpire
As they do every week.
Hands up off, and Ugle goes forward again. Outside 50. Below his knees was very good. That player over there was Zach Jackson. And Jackson's been tackled and challenged and hold the footy. Good defensive pressure here by Denmark Walpole. They're just hanging in there, aren't they?
Yeah, the Magpies' defensive pressure's been fantastic, Cam.
And the footy on the far side.
Don't know
what to
where
do.
to go.
All kinds of trouble here, so this time that's better. Pots his teammate up. It's Taylor Lemon. He can draw the play over the top. Good play here by Denmark Walpole. They go on the defensive part of the ground.
Oh, good. That was a good intercept there.
Run over the foot.
Oh, Wallinger.
There's Sam Lehman, a long way from goals.
Wallinger again. It's going to be a bit of a contest.
And boundary umpire says, "Give the ball to me." So later stage of the first quarter, the Barker and the Bulls, they are 3-1. Denmark Walpole at 2 points. Benjamin to this Ugle. Class, front and centre roving.
Look at that.
Lowers his eyes. Fantastic kicking skills.
Yep.
How good Ugle kick.
Nice little daisy cut of that one, wasn't it?
Certainly did and found
You'd
Ben
love that.
Kirkwood.
Yeah, you'd love that as a forward, wouldn't you?
Kirkwood
like
pulls
that.
the trigger,
That's a
centre
good
half
kick
forward.
too.
Good vision. And the difference between these two sides kickers that Mount Barker using the ball a lot better.
Yeah, they are far more efficient, Cam. Oh, look, cleaner. And he's tried to dish off as well.
And Cam Walsh has got a push in the back in the end. The umpire saw that, was right.
Yeah.
So did I see it.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Absolutely. From the grandstand
We're
area,
all seeing it.
100%.
Liz Hurley is seeing it.
Love seeing it.
She does, apparently. And it's good to see the umpires still sun smart, even though it's winter, Cam. Got the caps on.
You still get a bit of sun through those clouds.
Still got that UV danger, so good on them.
Mount Barker have the opportunity to convert again.
Ooh,
Back on this and goes straight over the goal umpire's head. And that is another goal to the Mount Barker Bulls.
Was that the Jones boy,
I
Cam?
think it was Big Jacob Jones, mate. JJ.
Nice.
The Jones factor. So 4-2-26, the Bulls. 2 points are Denmark. 19 have gone, keeping this first quarter.
There's a few Joneses out there for the Mount Barker Bulls, isn't there, Cam? Seth Jones, we've got Jacob Jones, and we've got Bill Jones. Oh, William.
Billy Jones.
And an uncle, Bill. He was a fantastic fella. Funny as a play.
Yeah, I think it's the first West Australian cricket kick to score 100 on the MCG.
You're right, he was, Cam.
The trivia for what it's worse. In the middle ground once again. Doing ruckboot with Denmark Walpole rode this play very well.
Beautiful.
Kick the ball to centre half forward. defensive pressure. Well done by the Bulls. They set up well down back and they repel and they go the slingshot on the far side. They're hugging the boundary line here, and boundary umpire said, unfortunately, it's out of bounds. A throw in.
It's a long way over there, isn't it? I can hardly
Is.
see over that side.
I think it could be a Rexen over the far side, Kip. I think.
It'll be the Gardner shed to the left there, Cam, you think?
Exactly. So umpire throws the ball in. Good ruck work by the Mount Barker Bulls.
Oh,
Player trying to run
in
through
there.
was Tyler Stone. He's got one high, so the big Stone
Nice.
star, big Tyler,
That's
has
what
it.
head over the footy, Cam, wins every time, doesn't it?
Certainly does. So Tyler Stone lowers his eyes. That's an absolute
that's,
Barry Crocker.
Was that off his shin?
It was. He tries to
And
get
another
it
one
again,
off
though.
the shin.
Tried to make up for it, but he hasn't. He's turned the ball over twice. Goes down the far side, running hard on the footy. And there it is. Quarter time here. It's been a very good start by
Very
Mount
entertaining.
Barker. So the Mount Barker Bulls, they are 4 goals to 26. Denmark are 2 points. Margin of 24 points. Major goal scorers for Mount Barker. Kirkwood, Ugle, Lehman and Jones have all kicked one. And unfortunately, there's no goal scorers for Denmark. Walpole kick. We're going to take a short break and come back for the start of the second quarter at downtown Sounness Park in Mount Barker, which sees the Bulls 4-2-26. Denmark are 2 points.
No. Set up down there before entrance went in full. So I don't know. Do it differently.
Welcome back, quarter time as players go back into the respective positions. It's 4th versus 6, Mount Barker 4th, Denmark 6. And a good start by the home side kick. Mount Barker Bulls 4-2 and Denmark Walpole 2 points.
Yeah, Cam, very entertaining first quarter, really. One of the highlights was that big screamer by Cochrane. Unfortunately, beautiful mark. Unfortunately, couldn't finish it off, Cam.
Exactly.
He's finished something else off, but he didn't finish that off.
And that could be contender kit for the retrovision mark of the day. We saw a good one the other week, didn't we? Marketed by James. He wanted number 7 playing for the Royals. Had on at the start, then put the short sleeves back on, but that mark by him was an absolute pearl. And that, I said, I think on the call, he should have won the house. He should have won everything. Yeah,
definitely can. That was, he definitely took the mark of the day there and put himself in contention for the Daihatsu charade.
Exactly. And in the middle of the ground, once again, we're starting the second quarter. Thanks for your company, Kip Roberts and Cameron Jr. calling for this round 8 clash at Great Southern League. They go down a full forward straight up, try to find Ugle. He's clever, he's smart, goes one way, goes the other, check side right. He's missed absolutely everything, Kip. He's made a mockery of that, and unfortunately out of bounds. But once again, the class of Ugle, Kip, good through traffic, very smart and clever, and a good centre clearance, wasn't it, by the local side, Mount Barker?
Yeah, and the footy's gone under that Hilux, the front of the Hilux there. The pass had to go over the fence, Cam.
And they got it in the end, so boundary line throw in.
He's got to run in a long way, that boundary umpire, so it'd be a little bit tuckered after that.
Doing the ruck work this time is going to be the player there who's kicked a couple of Sammy Lehman. He bring the ball to the ground, put his head over the footy to the Mount Barker defender, and they turns the ball straight back over. Good defensive mark by the Bulls. Umpire's call played on, so he kicks the ball to down. Another fantastic mark. See a lot of highlights. He decides to play on kick the ball to forward pocket, and good play here by the Bulls.
And there's another one.
Tries to find Ugle. Ugle, fantastic score assist by Zach Jackson. Jackson to Ugle, and Ugle in a pocket, a man of this class, but a bit of tricky breeze. You've got to aim for that left goalpost kick.
Yeah, that's
let
right.
The breeze do the rest of it. So Brandon Ugle's already kicked one in the first quarter. Has the opportunity to convert his second. Deliberate shot of goals again for that left post. He does it absolutely beautiful. And he's heard the commentary. And he's pushed it even wide. How's that breeze kick?
That is incredible out there.
Yeah, smell it, buddy. Big off spinner. Turned at right angles. So the Bulls 4-3-27. Denmark at 2 points. We've gone 1:46 of this second quarter. This round 8 Great Southern Footy League game between Mount Barker and Denmark Walpole. Denmark Walpole had a win last week. Back against the wall early stage of the second quarter. Kicks Mount Barker playing pretty good footy.
Yep, and that's well led there by Marcellus.
So Marcellus has it. First name Marlon.
Nice kick.
He goes on the far side and finds his teammate over there. Could be Tyler Stone. He's had a lot of the footy.
He has, Cam.
He decides to chip the ball down on the defensive wing. And good spool over the top. Good effort then by the player there at Sethy Jones. One of the Jones players you mentioned, Kit, the big Sester.
Yep.
Jonesy.
Well played by that person in that car, Cam. Got out of his car, comfort and warmth, probably streaming the show, and then he's out, got the footy out and throws it over the umpy.
As he does. So it's Marley versus Jones in the ruck contest. Give that one to Marley. Tries to find his teammate below his knee. That was Jackson. He's overran it. Somehow gets a foot on the ball, kicks on the defensive wing. Spool over the top was okay. Well, the pickup was better. Could have thrown the footy out. The umpire said no, he didn't. So it's play on. Good defensive pressure here by Mount Barker. Oh, through traffic. It's very good. From outside 50, he's going to go all the way himself. And he has gone all the way himself. And that is the first go to Denmark.
There we go.
Pick that player up in a minute, Kit. But geez, he just left all the way his player from down back, and he's kicked a fantastic goal here.
From downtown too. Was it a Cam?
Denmark Walpole, they are on the march.
Good to see.
Beautiful. It could be a contender kick for the goal of the day.
If I could just find out who it is, Cam.
He's in the middle of the ground here. Umpire said going to him. He said no. Still don't know who he is, Kit. We'll get that highlight in the middle, but tell you what, that was a good run and carry goal by the Denmark Walpole side. They're on the board, Kit. That's what we want to see.
Exactly.
They are on the board.
It's going to put some pressure back on the Bulls, Cam. Let's see if they can respond.
It's in the middle of the ground once again. Good
Nice
ruck
knock.
work being taken then by Jack Marley.
He's a big boy, Stone,
He is.
for the Magpies too, isn't he?
Big lad, isn't he? Below his knees, handball's good. They're running front and centre off the half-back flank. They switch the ball to half-forward flank. Trying to find his teammate. Couldn't keep it in play.
Was that Gowdy? Yeah.
It was Gowdy.
Giddy Gowdy.
Giddy Gowdy. That's first name Dylan. And conditions here not too bad, kid, considering we had a lot of rain, probably about 1:30 or 2 o'clock this morning.
Beautiful surface.
Surface
They
held
look
up
after it so
okay.
well. Oh, look at
Missed
that.
everything. Barging through the play. That play was Tyler Stone. Handball over the top. Put him under all kinds of pressure. Below his knees, they get it. The pickup was even better.
Oh, Barker's Nest just.
Barker's Nest was good. Tries to find his play centre half forward.
Oh,
Going through
good.
traffic, dodging and weaving was front and centre. And good kick. And it might have been the kick. I think that's Brandon Woods who might have kicked that goal then, I think.
Oh, I think Woodsy, you're right, Cam. He used his one wood.
Yep, certainly did. So forward pocket area here for Denmark Walpole. They have a goal so far this quarter. And Mount Barker, although they're in front, Denmark Walpole kept showing good signs so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And that Woodsy one wood, that wasn't from the ladies' tee either, Cam.
No, they went off the men's to the professional team downtown. So Mount Barker have the footy now, can draw the play over the top. It's effective, finds his teammate over there. That was Zach Jackson.
All ran on the 1-2.
Had the 1-2
On
going,
the
he's on
left.
preferred, his left, brings the ball in the corridor.
There's a contest here.
Oh,
Nice.
well done.
Well
All players
played.
running hard at
Both
the contest.
players.
Head over the footy. Ball's below his knees, somehow through traffic. Good
Good
effort here
pick-up.
by Mount Barker. And gang tackle there by the Mount Barker
Hold
defender.
on, yeah.
He says,
and
give the
gave
pill
him a
to
little-
me.
Give him a little bit of a push there. Was that number... oh, that was Louis Cam, number 24, going a little bit of a push into the dirt.
Nothing wrong with that, Kip. That's good. That's what you
There
like
you
to
go,
see.
take that, put him in the dirt.
Absolutely. Good ruck work taken by Jones. It's Will Jones. So the half forward those. Hot
Good-
footy in
good
there.
defence.
Well done then by the player there, Willinger. Willinger had it and found his teammate in the
Great
far
kick.
wing. And they can spread, and they do that through Joel Gray. He goes far sides. He's put his player under all kinds of pressure, Kip. But the thing up for the challenge here, there's a 2-on-1 here. Owlet stands up
Oh,
all
lovely.
right. That's Sethy Jones. So Jones kicks
Yeah,
the ball to
Jones-
centre half forward, and
Jones
good play
boy,
here.
well played.
And excellent play here. And Alex Skinner has it. Keeps centre half forward. So Skinner on his right. Kicks the ball to the hot spot here. Over the tap. Could have been a
Nice
bit of
second.
defensive tap there. On his left foot.
It's Gowdy again.
Gowdy
Cam.
again on the left foot.
Getting a bit of the footy in this quarter.
Yeah, it's not bad on his non-preferred there too, Kip. Got the nice mullet going too. It's Gowdy. I'd kill for a mullet like that.
I just keep asking everything.
That's what you get, mate. You turn over 40, you lose it.
Oh, God. I wish somebody could have warned me of that very early in the piece. Could have done something about it, Cam.
Exactly. Ball goes in the contest through traffic. A very good play there by Tyler Stone.
Yeah.
He's challenged now. Could be in a bit of trouble. Could be holding the footy. And umpire says, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. And give the ball to me. Good defensive pressure. Then by Mount Barker, that player, then Dylan Gowdy. So 10 metres out. Mount Barker's
nice
goal scoring
knock.
area. Have the footy. Handball's okay. Might have been a throw. The umpire said no, it wasn't.
Could have been an NRL there.
And he's turned the ball straight back over. Under extra
Oi.
pressure.
That was nice pressure.
Oh,
too.
could have taken a mark over the top. Ball comes to ground.
Oh, great blind turn
Throws a
out of
bit
there.
of fantastic kick around the corner here.
Gowdy again. Oh, good.
Hasn't got enough carry. So the player there, and Tyler Stone, he's had a lot of footy. Finds his teammate Lace out.
Masterless.
So Masterless
Yep, he's getting a kick. Look at that.
sells a bit of candy to Masterless, and he goes inside, checks side banana.
Oh, it's not a good kick.
It's a
Oh, no,
2-on-1
he-
though. But all those players there are for the opposition, and so Cam Walsh has it. Draws a player over the top. Good hard running on the far side of the ground by that player there in Jones, and he kicks the ball to the forward pocket, and good passage of play here, but he dropped an easy mark at the end. Now he's in a bit of trouble.
Good
Should be
tackle.
holding the footy.
Hold the ball.
Umpire said no, play on to advantage.
Turn
He
it
couldn't
up.
see it. Should have been holding the footy. Umpire said no, it wasn't. So somehow Walpole
Screaming out of defence.
on his left foot gains a lot of meatage. 2-on-1 here. Handball over the top. Retaining possession here are the Mount Barker Bulls. Can go back rather than forward, but they still have possession of the footy here. Now in a bit of trouble. Kick around the cause by Pavlovic was effective.
There's Ugle in the going to kick it.
He's going to kick it.
Why
Here he
wouldn't
is.
you?
Ugle. He's everywhere, this lad. Goes on his right foot to half-forward flank. Hot
There
spot
it is.
here.
Oh, no.
Dropped the mark in the end, wasn't it? Hit over this footy, socked off the ground, could have been in danger. Umpire said play on to advantage and kick around the corner, and it could be another goal. And this goal to pick that player up on
Bodans
that
are
kick.
up
Might
there.
be Sammy Lehman again. And Lehman,
I think you're right, Cam.
number 7, has kicked a beautiful goal. That's his second. And the Bulls go marching forward 5-3-33 to Denmark, a 1-2-8 margin, 25 points, 9 minutes are gone in this first half.
Fantastic. If they're good, relentless pressure by the Bulls there, Cam. I'm not quite sure where the ball ended up there. It's gone back out into the bush. They could be waiting a little while for the ball to come back.
While they do that, they regroup, have a bit of water.
Yeah, have a bit of a yap. What do we have? Yeah, looking forward to a sherbet this afternoon.
Why wouldn't you, mate? Nice Carlton draft in the Mount Barker change rooms here at downtown Sounness Park. And the camaraderie and hospitality down here is a good part of the land to be down here, Kip.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about that.
So where is that ball, Cam?
It's coming out now, I think. Still got it.
Everyone's like looking around going, what's happened to the ball? I wonder if Tomlinson might have ran off with the ball, Cam.
He might have been a bit too flat.
Tomlinson!
Still waiting for that ball to come in.
Yeah. As they blowing time off?
They have to
presume so.
Trying to get it now.
That went right into the mulga, didn't it?
It did. Still trying to find it.
Got to watch out for those drop bears when you're in there too, don't you, Cam? Don't go looking up.
Zach Jackson's, he's trying to get it. He doesn't know where it is. The field umpire can't even see it.
Yeah, see? He's putting his hand up going,
Yeah,
I don't know where it is. I've
Get
got no
another
idea.
And a little competition is now
Looking around.
spot the ball. Where's the ball?
Imagine if it was a golf ball, Cam.
No chance of finding it.
No, you'd have to pull one out and just pretend that it's the same ball that you hit before.
So it's 5-5 to
Yeah, found
1-2. 25 points advantage the home side in the Mount Barker Bulls. It's 4th versus 6th. As the Mount Barker player comes on, it's big Jacob Jones, the JJ, kicked one in the first. Does the job to centre half forward while there's no ball.
Wow.
Good
I
job,
wonder if
there's
they
still no
could,
ball.
well, could you pretend?
Good
Have a
ball.
pretend ball.
Pretend ball.
Just throw up the air.
And say play on.
There.
So a little quietness has gone in this game at the moment because they're still trying to find the footy. Maybe they bring out another footy. Surely one of the spectators have got a pill.
Has a drop bear stolen the footy, Cam?
Might have done. He might have been playing for Denmark Walpole.
He ran off with it.
He might have. Here it comes now.
Yeah. Nah.
The spare ball's out. And we are ready to go. Thanks for your patience, everyone. But the ball has been retrieved. It's not the original ball that got lost. It's the interchange ball. So here we go. In the centre of the ground. The good goal to Sammy Leam. He's kicked 2, 1 in the first and 1 in the second. And we're ready to commence again in the centre.
Throws it up.
Throws up big William Jones. Wins
Nice
that
knock.
contest early. Roving front and centre. Good chipper play goes to the fullback trot applied Lehman. He overran it. Tried to get his own forwarded Lehman. Puts a defensive pressure on.
Oh, cleared out
Checks
there.
off Banana. 2 on 1 here. One of those is the Mount Barker play.
pickup.
Good through traffic. Goes one way, goes the other. I think that play over there with Zach Jackson.
Giving him some time.
Jackson back to Ugle, and Ugle's just shanked that one ball. He tried to allow for the bruise kick, but I think he overcooked it.
And he sent it out from out of town there, Cam. That probably could have lowered his eyes somewhat. He had time. But he might not have realised he had that time.
So Denmark, Walpole will have it. Defensive part of the ground. They go on the far defensive wing. Ball comes to the contest. Should have marked one in the end. Front and centre. It's a good play over there while patching. So Daniel
Nice
patching on his
kick there.
right. Kicks a
There
ball
we
to
go.
space.
Ooh.
Lehman dropped what he should have taken, but well
Shrugs
done through
him
traffic.
off.
Don't know. I
Sells
think
a
that could be
candy.
Zach Jackson. Zach Jackson for
And-
downtown. He's
Yes.
just got the postage. Geez, that would have been a good mark. Sorry, good goal to Zach Jackson, but unfortunately
Good in traffic there.
hit the pine.
Thank God the ball didn't go out into the bush again, Cam.
It would have been lost. So there's the scoreboard here, which shows 13
many
minutes are
balls do you
gone.
need?
Balls 5-4-34. Denmark are 1-2-8. 26 points the advantage of the
Nice
home
kick.
side. Go defensive in the wing through traffic. Good defensive pressure has been taken there by Seth Jones. Calls a turnover through traffic. Good was Ugle. Ugle on his right. Ball still running in the goal square. How will it stand? Good defensive pressure.
great
Ball still
pick
have
up.
it. Jackson on his right. Jackson on the right. Jackson on
Oh!
the right.
There we
Zachy
go.
Jackson from downtown. He has kicked an absolute purling goal. Missed one about 25 seconds earlier kick, but he's made up for that one. Good goal, Jackson.
Was able to get down low and go, Cam, wasn't he? But he pushed the Maggie players out the way and snapped around the corner, you bloody beauty.
Zachy Jackson, well done. The Bulls, that's Mount Barker ball 6-4-40. Denmark are
Starting to pull away.
1-2-8. Starting to pull away now. 32 points to the advantage with the home side. But geez, good goal, wasn't it?
Oh, fantastic, Cam. And it's not as though the Maggies aren't trying. They've certainly got the endeavour there. They're just lacking a little bit of the polish at this stage compared to the Bulls.
And July, field umpire again. Jones wins the contest. Gets his own footy, does Jones. So he kicks the ball to centre half forward. Ball's running end on end. Numbers are here with Mount Barker. Ball socket off the ground. Umpire said no, he didn't. So somehow picks up his own footy. This time kicks it to a bit of space. Finds Jackson again. He sells a bit of candy. Sells candy again. A lot of time to do this. So cause on the fight. That's good vision. Fantastic play. And that is good teamwork by the Mount Barker Bulls keeping. I think this play here, Sammy Lehman's got opportunity to kick his third.
Yes, Cam, yeah, that was beautiful work by Jackson. And you notice he didn't just blaze away at the goals. He looked for a play, picked up Lehman.
So Lehman
with that kick.
The left footer.
There it is!
The umpire, not really emotionally attached to the game of footy, was the goal umpire keep. He just two arms are straight out, and he said that's a goal, and it's another goal to Mount Barker. But mark that down, keep score assist to number 15 in Zachy Jackson. So 7-4-46 the Bulls, 1-2-8 Denmark, and we're going just over 15 minutes of this first half.
Yeah, that goal umpire Cam was kind of pushing both arms up like that, wasn't he? Like he was praying to the god or something like that, to the footy gods.
I think it's praying that the ball doesn't get lost again.
Yeah, that's what it was. For sure and certain.
So they're starting to go away now with the home side Mount Barker Bulls.
Yep, and we've got big Billy Jones in the ruck there for the Bulls.
Yeah, big William Jones wins this one contest, but through the effort there was Tyler Stoneford.
Oh, good tackle.
Handball over the top by
Stone.
Massalix to Stone to centre half forward. They go forward. The numbers here, well done by Mount Barker. Can hit the ball over the far side, try to find Darcy Wallinger. Wallinger had it and lost it. Handball over the top to play there, and James Gray, he's overran it. So the Bulls have it. Oh, socket off the ground. He's gained a lot of metres with Daniel Rowling. And Daniel Rowling, geez, that's nice. The socket off the ground by Daniel Rowling. Kick trapped about 25-30 metres.
That's absolutely fantastic. Great thinking. These are the top things they need to do. Keep the momentum up. Give themselves that opportunity.
It's Tyrone Kennedy tucked in the pocket. And this is where young Joshy Robinson, Subiaco down Peel, kicked one up in a similar position against the Peel for last week.
And that was a crack.
So Tyrone Kennedy leans back on this and just pulled it left for a minor score only. And when they need goals, unfortunately, it's a point. Nothing like country footy kick, cards inside the ground.
That flag too there.
Pimple the horns go by. And our cameraman's just trying to find the ball. I found another ball over there, kicking half forward.
Oh yeah, and there's another one to the right. There's plenty of balls around there, Cam, which is good.
So they go down the far side through patching. They have the footy now, they can switch to play.
Is that young Gray? Yeah, that is young Gray. There, number 54 for the Bulls.
And Freddie Davenport's young fella, Joshy Davenport. He tries to find his teammate. Over his head was okay. He stands up in the contest.
Oh, well
was he out of play? No, very good, nimble.
Racehorse there.
Below his knees. Ball over the top. Well done, but the numbers are though. Good defensive pressure by the player there in Denmark.
And a good tackle as well. A good follow-up tackle.
Alexander Gallios. Well done, that boy. The headband saved a certain goal. And also Rhett Morrison Carter. Good effort by those two lads.
Fantastic.
Interline thrown, good ruck work been taken by William Jones, the Bill Jones factor. The umpire said Alvin to me. And the player under pressure there was Daniel Patching. Ball up again, Jones. Out-rucked this contest this time by Jack Marnie.
It was well read by Patching there, Cam.
Certainly was. The umpire said, give the ball to me. So once again, Jones just smashes that ball forward, going to a few meterage. Ballpark, Denmark have it. Trying to find the player went through traffic was Google with Brennan Ugle again. He's all class. Draws a player over the top. Well done by Ugle. The player's on if he wants to use him. Ugle's still by himself. Pulls the trigger in the end. Should have gone to Ugle but didn't. Tried to find that player Lehman. But if you're Ugle, Kip, I think he'll be getting a spray from giving his teammate a spray. Should have used him but didn't.
Yes, Cam, and that does deflate players.
So ball's in the centre of the ground here.
Not saying that they're inflatable, of course.
Of course not. Ugle, good defensive pressure. Handball over the top. Good vision being taken by
Oh, he's spilled an absolute sitter there.
Pavlovic on his right, kicks the ball to half-forward flank. 2-on-1 here and
Bang.
strong contested mark. And just might be that play Jackson again. Pretty hard to see on that far side. I think it is.
15 cans.
Zachy Jackson kicked a goal
Jacko.
of the day earlier on in the second quarter. His opportunity to kick his second. 7-4 the ball, 46. Denmark are 139. We've gone 20 minutes to this first half. Can Jackson convert?
Looks like he's going to lean back on it, Cam.
Leans back on this. Umpire moves a bit. Not going to have enough distance. It could be the big Jonesy. The big ruckman. No, it's not the ruckman. It could be Sammy Lehman.
Sammy Lehman, Cam. That was bad checking there by the Magpie defence. Just gave him a run and jump at it.
Sammy Lehman, the key
Can't
forward.
let him run and jump at it.
And there you go, Kip. He kicks goal number 4. 3 in this first quarter, 1 in the first quarter. 2 of the tally so far are 4 goals. So good effort by the key forward and Lehman.
Yeah, fantastic, Cam. But look, that was a 1-on-3.
Yeah.
Poor defence by the Maggies there, unfortunately. Hopefully they get together and they talk about that and they can fix that error up. Whoa!
Right on the half-time siren, here we are, is Mount Barker, the Bulls. 8 goals 4, that is 52. And Denmark Walpole are 139. It was 4-2 to 2 points at quarter time kick. We've now extended that margin to the double score in that second quarter. Mount Barker 8-4 to 1-3. Major goal scorers, Lehman's been absolutely sensational. He's kicked 4 goals, single goal scores to Kirkwood, to Udall, to Jackson and to Jones. And single goal scores, there's only one of those, it was to Brandon Woods, a good running carry goal by him, number 23 for Denmark and Denmark Walpole. But good effort by Mount Barker Kip. The Bulls have just steadied in the latter half of that second quarter and they're showing their class for a few of their players, particularly in Udall. Yes,
Cam, yeah, and class does rise to the top, doesn't it? Old Billy Jones has been pretty good in the ruck as well, Cam. But I mean, at the same time, when you're looking at the Maggies, young Stone, he's got plenty of appeal. Taylor Lemon's gone all right, and of course, the mark of the day so far by Cochrane.
Absolutely. So here it is, half time here at downtown Sounness Park in Mount Barker in the round 8 clash, the Think Mental Health round 8 clash in the Great Southern Footy League. Sees the home side Mount Barker, they are 8-4 and Denmark Walpole are 1-3, a margin of 43 points. We'll take a break and come back for the second half in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was there.
I was on that corner. I was on that corner. I was one of the stewards there.
Yes. So sad, eh?
Freaking.
Holden GT?
No, that's not Ford GT.
Oh, mate. One of them.
And the tow truck driver, the tuk tuk driver that come up to pick him up, he came up to me about 5 minutes after. He goes, "Mate, I was crying taking it back. That was an awesome looking car to it." Someone's got a video of actually him there,
Yeah.
but they're not able to release it.
Yeah.
No, we're markets. We can take photos. We can't release it. Like, you as a person walked up to the photo of it, you put it on Facebook.
Yeah. I saw a couple of posts.
tree?
Yeah, one of the little bushes.
And welcome back here to Sounness Park in Mount Barker. See these Mount Barker Bulls up by 43 points. So we're up by 24 points at quarter time. They extended that margin to 43 points on the day when Liz Hurley was born, Kip. And no doubt you would have got just a Christmas card from Liz, no doubt. She's one of your fans.
Oh, of course, Cam. Yeah. She texted me the other day, actually, and said, look, I'd love to come over and be with you guys and watch the footy live. But unfortunately, she couldn't make it. She's got some prior arrangements because of her birthday.
I heard she had COVID, that's why she couldn't come.
That might be true, Cam.
But how do you see this game, Kip? Obviously, last week, Denmark having their first win, but I know they're missing a lot of players from last week. Best players in Kerr, Bennett, Craig, and also Lukey Hutchison. So maybe the long weekend have the opportunity for Denmark Walpole to have some players to come down and play, and they did very well from last week, but unfortunately this week, not so.
Yes, Cam, and that happens with country footy, doesn't it? So, interesting thing came in 1940. Italy declared war on France and Germany, France and Great Britain on this day.
1940?
In 1940, yeah. And of course, we also know that the Italians were the only force on the world that had a tank that went in reverse, Cam.
Didn't know. So there you go. Who would have thought that? So round 8 clash in Great Southern Footy League. You were hearing everything from the man of the moment, Jason Kipper Robbins. He knows a lot of stats, knows it's Liz Hurley's birthday, knows there's a tank which goes in reverse back in 1940, and we know at the moment that the Mount Barker side up for 43 points.
Looking forward to the third quarter, Cam. Much excitement and enthusiasm.
So it's going to be Jack Marty doing the ruck work versus big William Jones, the Jones factor for Mount Barker. They're up by 43 points. Start of this third quarter of this Great Southern Footy League round 8 clash. Jones, beautiful ruck work over the top, found his teammate over there in Zach Jackson. Jackson likewise flicks the ball out in the far wing, trying to find his teammate.
Good defence.
Defensive pressure was good by the Magpies. Diving on the footy, the play over there was James Gray. He's overrun it. Good defensive pressure by Denmark Walpole. That play there in Brandon Woods. He kicked the goal in the second quarter. The umpire says, give the ball to me. Get out of my road so I can throw it up.
Yeah.
Jones again, ruckwork was very, very good. Could draw the play over the top, find this play. He's been absolutely everywhere. Zach Jackson.
That's
not going to stay in play. Out of bounds on the full. So Daniel Patchen tried to con the umpire into saying it was out. In and it wasn't. So the big Tyler Stone, the Stone Star, is going to kick the ball through the interchange. Is he going to run through those 2 posts, or is he going to kick around those posts?
No, I think he's going to kick around them, Cam. Yes, he's gone around them.
So Tyler Stone puts the ball in the boot, centre half.
Whoa!
Big pack of players. Numbers running front and back. That play over there was Seth Jones.
Woodsy flew in that last.
Yep, certainly did.
Kick, didn't he?
Goes to centre half back, pulls the trigger on a bit of a risky kick.
So
Numbers are those. Puts the
good
don't
work.
argue on, puts the afterburners on, and goes down straight downtown. And good kick to space, and the opportunity now for Denmark Walpole to take a shot at goals. Good passage of play, Kip.
Beautiful stuff by Louis there. Took it on, gave him the don't argue, and I'm out of here. And nice little kick there. Which part we're looking at there, Cam?
Could be Hayden My Hand, I think. Kip number 13.
That's my hand.
My hand. Here's Hayden
My hand is my man.
25, 30 metres out. Into a bit of a breeze. Leans back
Nice
on this.
kick.
Yes! He's trying to snuck that through.
That was a nice right arm
and he has
fist
that
bump
snuck
there.
that
Well
through.
done.
Good goal there to Hayden My Hand. And that's a much needed goal, Kip, for the visiting side in Denmark Walpole.
Yeah, fantastic, Cam. Good to see. And that's how they want to start this third quarter. They've got to start edging back into the score. 8-4 to 2-3. Nice.
And 2 minutes are gone in this third quarter. Beautiful. How good's that scoreboard, mate?
And the colours. Just the colours, fantastic. I'm not sure what ground it was we were at the other week, Cam, but they had the 2 kids. There was a kid handing out the numbers, and there was a kid changing the numbers. And looked a little bit wonky.
Now in the 21st century, fast forward to Sounness Park in Mount Barker, Kip, they have a fantastic scoreboard. Shout out to all the sponsors of the local league. In the centre of ground, once again, good ruck work has been taken this time by Jones. Try to bring the ball in the middle. Tyler Stone's in there. Flicks the balls out below his knees. That play was Hartfield. Hartfield goes across. Draws the play at the top. Goes back to Hartfield. He didn't want it. So hence the ball's been reversed this time by William Watkins.
Oh, good tackle there.
Walks to Jackson. Jackson over the top, then to Patching. Patching through traffic. Draws the play over the cop. Kick around the corner. This is good play. And find the ball all the way up. Is a man at the moment, Zach Jackson.
Zach Jacko.
How good's he been? Kip got the mullet.
He's kicked one already, Cam, and he looks fairly confident, doesn't he? He's right out at the square there.
So here he is, Zach Jackson. As I said, sporting a fantastic mullet, the boy from Mount Barker.
This will be going right to left, Cam, right to left.
See if he hears your commentary, Kip. He kicks this ball and has gone right to left, and it's gone straight over the goal umpire's out. So answers back very quickly the Mount Barker side through Zachy Jackson. They've kicked another goal. Denmark have kicked one in this third quarter. We're live here, Kip, from downtown Sounness Park in Mount Barker.
Yeah, fantastic, Cam. That was he summed up the situation beautifully there, Jacko, didn't he? As he does. He's a thinker.
He's a thinker, very smart player. The big white highlight utes goes around the boundary line sign in front of that Platt Tagonet Hotel. The sign, there he goes. Off he goes. driving front and centre. So good game of this, good stuff on both sides, but Mount Barker through Jackson advances back in the middle once again. Jones wins the contest again.
Oh, Billy Jones is dominating.
Finds Patching. Patching takes a bounce, takes another bounce and kicks the ball to half forward flank. Below his knees, goes overrun anything. Lehman, good below his knees, falls in the hands of Kirkwood. Kirkwood through traffic, flicks the ball out with a handball. Heard the handball from inside out, and he's missed everything. That play there, Alex Skinner. The only thing he just about missed was a red Commodore on the far left behind the goal umpire.
Skinner left that skinny, didn't he? Yeah. Oh, hang on. It's he's gone right out the back.
I think
it's not a bad kick.
I think Skinner kick probably had a bit more time than he thought, I think. Alex Skinner.
Yes, well, Cam, he went skinny.
So we go skinny. So they go down the far side, Denmark Walpole, good kick.
Mark.
And finds his teammate out there. Hayden Mahoney kicked that last goal. He brings the ball in the corridor. It's just about taking a one hand with Daniel Patching. He's been good. Draws a play over the top. Through traffic, that player was Lee Pavlovic. He's tackled very heavily. Somehow gets a hand on the footy.
Ball.
But Jonesy wasn't up to the challenge. Converts the ball over.
That was Bennett's, Cam.
And Bennett's again. Good player last week apparently. Switches the ball on the far side, trying to find Milan. Or Woods, it's the latter who overran it. The numbers of those here with Mount Barker.
He's following up.
Can't pick it up.
There,
very slippy
That's
over there.
Good.
Umpire says, give the ball to me.
See, when you make mistakes like that, if you can follow up and just try and correct it, which is exactly what Bennett's did, Cam, you can't ask much more, can you?
% you can't. Doing the ruck work. Big Jonesy. Beautiful handball over the top. Found that player over again there in Jackson. Jackson on his right. Kicks the ball to centre half forward. Here's the class of Bugle. Pick-up was ordinary. Second effort wasn't too bad though. He's trying to get the footy. Now, Tate Hartford put a bit of pressure on.
Well done by Hardy.
Jackson hadn't lost it. Draws a play over the top. It's been effective, and Gallos still has a footy all by himself in the far pocket. This here is Jacob Jones. He's ragged off the footy, and I think he's got him a little bit high. And Jacob Jones got a bit of pressure then by Masaleros, and opportunity now for Jacob Jones to kick his second goal.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, the Jones boys are certainly putting together a nice patch quilt of work, aren't they? Look at that. That's
Jacob Jones, I tell you, hit the post.
If you wanted to do that, you just couldn't, could you, Cam?
Look at that post just shaking like an earthquake in Melbourne a few weeks ago. And a point only to Mount Barker. So Denmark Walpole go on the attack. Defensive park of the ground.
Nice
a good
mark.
strong mark's been taken over the top. He's been a good player, isn't he, Tyler Stone? Turn to Stone. He's been good
aggregate, Stone.
Certainly has. Using the ball well on the far side in front of the Amity Settlement sponsorship sign over here. Downtown Sounness Park and Mount Barker. And they go forward again. Trying to find his teammate lace out. That was Brad Cochran, but good sprawl over the top by the defender there in Pavlovic. And the umpire, that's a boundary umpire. Kippy says, throw the ball in. 7 minutes have gone, 9-6-60 to 2-3-15 to margin of 45. It was 43 at half time.
You're close to the smallest boundary umpire I think I've ever seen, Cam.
Jones, beautiful ruck contest here. They go forward to centre half forward.
But a big throw, just to say.
There we go.
You just pushed him out the way.
Go down and don't argue. Draws a play in the middle of the ground. Can't pick it up though. Below his knees was Masaleros. He goes on his right, trying to find his teammate. There's a 2-on-1 here. It stands up, overrun it in the end, but still going to get the pill, but overrun it. But that player over there was Brad Cochran. He had lost everything, so somehow Mount Barker get the ball. They draw the player over the top to Jones. Jones to Jakovic, over the top on the right, trying to find his teammate. Bring the ball in the corridor, that's better.
Nice.
And finds a player over there in Joel Gray. Gray on his right, using the ball well, keep they are Mount Barker.
Yep, faded great.
Good song.
Great song.
And goes to centre half forward. Dropped an easy mark was Jackson. He's overran it. Now gets gang tackled. Umpire said, give the ball to me, go nowhere. But fade to Gray, Kip, good song.
Yeah, a lot of those electronica sounds from the 80s that, come when you hear them now, you go, wow, they were good.
Certainly were good music. They go through traffic.
Visage, that was, Cam. That was Visage.
Visage, that's right. Denmark Walpole thinks I'm going to kick here to the player there in Jackson Ross. It's Ross Pill.
Oh,
and
and
he's
50.
given away 50. Yeah, you know why? Because Patchen didn't give it to him. There's no use arguing, Kip, because the umpire won't change his decision.
He's off.
So he's off as
like a
Jackson
racehorse.
Ross. He's going to have a shot for goal. And
Hey!
the footy
Nice
in the end.
grab.
And you don't do that, Kip. You can't afford to answer or argue with the goal umpire or the field umpire or any umpire because he's not going to change his decision.
Well, Lehman was even there remonstrating. I was like, what are you doing there, Lee? Move on, mate.
So number 36 here, Kip,
Here's Bennett.
is Bennett's. And can he kick another goal for
And
Denmark?
leans back on it.
And leans back. And he's might have nailed a goal. He
Looks
has
like
nailed
it.
a goal.
Beauty.
Well done by Bennett. And good encouraging signs here by Denmark Walpole. Kip. They've just got themselves back into the contest. They've kicked 2 this quarter, and the Bulls, that's Mount Barker, have only kicked 1.
Yeah, that was well played by Ross too. Put on the afterburners like the Roadrunner, straight through, and that was a great conversion.
So just on 10 minutes have gone. The Bulls, the Mount Barker Bulls, 9-6-60. Denmark are 3-3-21. And it's been a good quarter by them. They've gone from 43 behind to only now 39 behind.
Yes, very nice. Nice work by Bennett there too. He's been getting the ball in the midfield as well as forward, and that's it's always good to see a player do that.
Good run and carry by Jackson Ross in the middle of the ground. Again, doing the ruck work this time is Marnie for Denmark Walpole. That was
Nice
nice.
pick up there.
Good tackle from behind by Hugo. Good tackle, gang tackle that time by
And holding the
Maslarez. It's a young fella. Marlon Maslarez, he decides to switch the play.
That's a great kick too.
Good switch.
Going down to J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. Should be a good author, Rowling.
Should write books.
Should write books and make movies. Here they are. Daniel Rowling on his right foot. Gets a lot of distance with that kick. Big packer plays. Ball comes with a good tackle over the top by Bracky Cochrane. Held 2 in the umpire says give it. But that's what you want, Kip, as a forward to put that defensive pressure on.
Well, that would have been a free kick in the AFL, wouldn't it, Cam?
Yeah, just linked up
That's
with
soft
something stupid like
AFL.
that.
This is
100%.
country footy, mate.
Exactly. Puts a gang tackle on.
Well
goes
played.
one bait. Goes that player over there and
Railing, J.K.
Rowling. Brings the ball done by Patching. Which throughout the contest well was Denmark Walpole. They go
Oh,
far
got that out.
right.
Beautiful.
Good vision.
Here's our man Ross again, Cam. Took it
Jackson
on the
Ross,
floor.
yes.
He
Only
might want to kick one himself here.
thinly built Ross, but I tell you what, Kip, he's got a ton of
Tenacious.
coverage. He is tenacious. I like the word
That is
tenacious.
a good word. Or he's going to dish it off.
Beautiful vision.
Yeah,
And
nice.
lace out finds his teammate, and that's Simon Barker.
Yeah, the Barker's nest, Cam.
Barker's nest marks the mark. We're going to go back for a kick at goal. And it's been a good quarter so
He's
far
saying,
by
"I've
Denmark
got this
Walpole.
Yeah, fantastic, Cam.
Simon Barker. Take a good kick from there. He
Oh, that's a
just gonna
slip
come off.
catch.
It's just going to come off, Kip. I think he's marked it. He has marked it.
Well, they're edging their way closer to goal, aren't they, Cam?
Certainly are. The
Getting
Denmark
closer.
Walpole player has got it. Get the guy to turn around again. There he is.
That's Kennedy.
Tyrone Kennedy. So Tyrone Kennedy, TK to his mates. TK Kennedy leans back on this. Take a good kick from there. And
Push.
tell you what, he's just got
drifted
through. It's
back
enough.
through.
He has got enough. Kennedy goal.
There's
Another
a
goal.
window,
to
you
Walpole.
beauty.
And I tell you
Nice
what,
work.
here come Denmark Walpole Magpies, Kip.
Yeah, they're making a fist of it, Cam. It's fantastic.
Certainly are. Great effort here. 9-6-60 to 4-3-27. They have kicked 3 goals to only 1 goal this third quarter, Kip. And we've gone just on 13 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic, Cam, isn't it? There's been quite a few players. Ross, Kennedy, Hartfield, of course the big Stonester.
Yeah, they're just all chipping in, aren't they? They've lifted their tempo since half time. Might had something in that cordial at half time. Kit the raspberry cordial. And the Denmark Walpole players have answered
A bit like Armidale and Sunday League, Cam. Might have had a bit of port.
to warm
Bit of
themselves
port.
up.
Yeah, exactly. When it's cold, why wouldn't you?
So middle ground once again. And Jack Marnie's
Oh,
been running
Marnie's
all day
been
by himself.
He's been going okay, considering that he's been dominated by the Jones boy for most of the game.
Some of the boy flicks out to Jackson. Heard the call from his teammate over there in Daniel Patching. Patching decides to switch the play. It's a good kick to space. This is better by Mount Barker. They lower their eyes to the forward pocket.
Oh, good
And
pick
good
up.
pick up below his knee by Lehman. Lehman goes with his non-preferred, trying to find big
Jackson.
Jackson Ross. Has it.
Oh,
Lost it.
blinded.
Now
Oh, and
he's in a
that.
bit of trouble. He's pushing it backwards. Play on. Umpire said play on. Good call by
Good.
the umpire. And Tyler Stone goes on that far defensive wing. Well done then by Large. Has it, lost it, lowers his eyes, and tries to find his teammate. That was Kirkwood. Kirkwood through traffic, still has it now.
Fine turn.
Throws the ball on his boot. Somehow Denmark get out of jail here. Ball still centre half forward. Packer players who leaps him through.
It's Bennett again, Cam.
Bennett who kicked that last goal.
Oh, that's a good kick
Good
too.
kick and vision. And finds Barry Roberts. Might have been a bounce on the full, is it?
Roberto.
Because it didn't play. That's going to come back, kid. I think he's going
Okay.
to give the free kick back in the play to Bennett.
Bennett, yep. It's that way.
So he has it. Bennett goes to centre
On the
half
corridor.
back.
Nice
Good
kick
kick.
into the corridor there, Cam.
And they can switch the play again all by himself, but hasn't seen him.
Oh,
That was Rowling.
I'm sure what he did there, Cam.
Other than turn the ball over, kick, that's what he did. I'm just going to go back to the
Let's
play
go.
here. Kick
Bit
was
of
definitely
verbal
there.
jousting going on out in the field now, Cam.
Didn't like it. Don't know who that player was then, but definitely gave the free kick.
Oh, good, well read there by Nostellas.
And the footy now. Decides to switch the play.
Morrison Carter, beautiful
Morrison
kick.
Carter. Yep, that was Rhett
Good
Morrison
name
Carter.
too, Morrison Carter. Hyphenated names, Cam. There's not enough hyphenated
Should
names
be
out
more of
there.
them. Tyler Stone, half-back flank, goes down
The
that far
aggregate.
wing.
Good
Good
kick
kick.
by the aggregate.
Just hits his teammate up, lace out. They have the footy now. Boss said play on, so kick the ball down to the half
Oh,
forward
well
flank.
read.
Good defensive marksman taken by Wallinger. Darcy Wallinger has it. Wins the ball in the corridor. Good mark. So Wallinger has it now. Nothing to kick too big. Indecisive with the footy kick, so he decides to
Coming out
switch.
wide.
Oh,
he
he's
spilt
dropped an
it.
absolute sitter.
Oh, he's followed it up well,
Followed
though.
up by patching. Handball over the top.
Yeah.
Pretty orderly in the effort in the end. And they turn the ball over and somehow they get out of jail to Jackson, who goes on that far defensive half-forward flank and draw the player over the top. Heard the whistle, that was Joel
Good
Gray.
defence.
Joel
maybe
Gray
there.
had it.
Oh, he's hurting too.
Goes
Like
to
Morrison
centre
Carter.
half forward, trying to find the big teammate there and Lehman overran it.
Very nice.
The Magpies are out of jail and kicked just.
Was that Pomeroy?
It was. And finds
Here's
Hartfield.
Hardy.
He's done well, Harley Hartfield.
Good name, Tarek too. I like that name, Tarek.
That was in relation to Brett Hartfield. He came down this area, didn't he? He used
He
to play
was-
for Wembley.
He did,
Claremont
Cam. Big boy.
Hartfield,
Big boy.
Brett Hartfield.
Old Hardy.
They go down on the far side. All by lonesome on that far wing.
Playing a lot better footy than Maggies at the moment.
Certainly are. Good diving
Very
mark.
nice.
So pick
Not
himself
getting
up
pushed
off the
around.
ground. They are. It's Tyler Stone. He's been
There
good.
he is, the aggregate.
Denmark Walpole.
Come to me, he's saying, come to me.
The ball down the line.
Oh, look
Beautiful
at
kick,
that.
Face out. Well done.
Yeah. Drew the player in beautifully, didn't he?
Certainly did. They kicked the ball to the hot spot here, but leaving his
well
player
read.
well was
The
Ugle.
Ugle? Yeah, well read.
Also man of the match, Brennan Ugle. He switches the play. They still
Jacko.
maintain possession. Yep, certainly is. They go down the lane. Good passage of play
Here's
again.
Freddie Davenport.
Joshy Davenport. I wonder if he is a relation to Fred. He kicks the ball down the line.
Looks a
Premiership
bit
playing
like it.
73. Subiaco, number 11 in the back pocket
For the lane.
and Coach Wembley. Umpire said play on, so he does that. Jaws are playing the corridor and finds
There's
Darcy
Wallinger.
Wallinger, who's followed his own footy up. So he kicks the ball down a half-forward flank. Big pack of players roving in the contest.
Jackson.
Puts the afterburners
Too
up
easy,
and
Cam,
goes,
easy.
bang, there you go. The big Jackson, Zachy Jackson.
Is that his third, Cam?
That is his third goal kick, 2 in the third and 1 in the second.
Oh, Wacko Jacko.
Half-
You little beauty.
Half back scorer's chest kick down to Darcy Wallinger from centre half back kick. He's followed the play all the way down the half forward line and he hit over the top. And Zach Jackson, very smart, very elusive, kicks his third.
Yeah, it certainly was well done by Wallinger, Cam. Just following the ball through from the back line and then gets it at half forward. Fantastic work. It's good work rate, isn't it?
It's good work rate, mate. And good to see the rain hold off too. Kicks. I thought it was going to come down about half an hour ago, but
I wish
so
some of
far
my
not too-
co-workers would have that work rate.
yeah, some of them don't do that.
No, they don't.
Try to get the easy Monday morning. I don't want to come to work. I'm sick. I have the flu or something like that. They go through the middle of the corridor here. Well, down by Mount Barker, the Bulls, they kick the ball in the middle of the ground, push.
Right, push
bit of a
there,
push
and
there.
umpires
Yeah,
pick
well
that
done.
up.
Kick was
Yeah, I was
definitely
going to
there.
say, and then it was going the other way.
Is it 50? It is
Oh!
50! Cop that.
Oh dear.
Look at him, he's running.
The umpires aren't going to
Fantastic.
change the decision game, are they?
They aren't, mate.
They're
They certainly aren't.
going to dig their foot in, the heels in, and say that's what it is.
And that's what they do. They go to centre half forward, try to find his teammate over
Barker's
there. That was
next.
Simon Barker. He's overran it. 14 hands with the big ruckman,
Marnie.
big Marnie. And
Oh.
just had a good mark, but once again, Mount Barker have it. They can go the swing on the release, and they do that well. And finds Benny Kirkwood. Lightly framed wingman, but he's had a lot of the 40.
Nice kick.
Good kick, finds Ugle. Ugle can switch in the corridor.
That's a nice
Good
kick
hard
too.
run,
Good
run
running.
here by Patching to centre half
There we
forward.
go,
And
Lehman
good
again.
play, Mount
He's
Barker.
Lehman.
End-to-end footy.
Oh,
Oh, Ugle.
delightful stuff.
Ugle found Lehman kip, and Lehman goes, I'm going to go for goal number 5.
Yeah, and throws a bit of grass up there, Cam, and he would know from that, throwing the grass up right to left.
Serious
Right
Sammy
to
Lehman
left.
going for goal number 5. 3 in the second, 1 in the first. So Lehman, deliberate shot, a goal with his left. Goal umpire kick. Does
Does not
move.
move, Yep. See.
Another
There's
goal
a
to Mount
handful.
Barker. He's got the 5. And I tell you what, tonight, at this club runs here, he'll tell you about how he kicked those 5 too.
Absolutely, he'd probably like a handful too, Cam.
And, it's like
And he's got a handful.
certainly has.
Handful on the field and off the field.
And there it is, 3/4 time here sees Mount Barker Bulls 11-6 to 4 goals, 3 major goal scorers. Lehman has kicked 5, 3 to Zach Jackson, and single goal scorers to Jacob Jones, to Brandon Ugle, and 1 to Benny Kirkwood. And single goal scorers they are to Bennett, to Kennedy, to Wood, and to Mahan. But good effort, 3 goals apiece to that third quarter. We're going to shake a short break, come back in the last quarters, which sees the home side. That's Mount Barker, 11-6, Denmark Walpole 4-3. Welcome back to Sounness Park in Mount Barker. They are in front. The Mount Barker Bulls by 45 points. It was 43 at half time. It was 24 points at quarter time. But they've led in the all changes 4-2 to 2 points at quarter time, 8-4 to 1-3 at half time, and 3/4 time 11-6 to 4-3. They're big winners all over the ground, Mount Barker, but Kip, Denmark, Walpole have been competitive here this afternoon.
They have, Cam. It wasn't looking good at half time, but they came out in the third quarter and certainly had a red hot crack at it. Morrison, Carter, Hartfield, Stone, of course, the old aggregate, and Woodsy.
100%, and the terrain is held off here. Look at that beautiful view of a cameraman over here at Sounness Park in Mount Barker. Oval's absolutely fantastic. Shout out to all the volunteers who do a lot of work behind the scenes to ensure the grounds are up to the standard. The standard here this afternoon, keep this oval's like a bowling green.
Oh, absolutely beautiful out there, Cam. I was going to mention the Bulls play Wallinger. Reminds me of Carl. The only other Wallinger I know is Carl Wallinger. From World Party. Remember World Party?
Yes.
Another great band.
Oh, a great band. Ship
Put the
Fools,
message
yeah.
in the box. Fantastic. He was originally from the Waterboys camp.
And they had a good big song, The Whole of the Moon.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's good to see another Wallinger out there.
And he played a pretty good game at centre half back, followed the ball up and probably attributed to 2 goals to the side there in Mount Barker.
He did, Cam. He certainly did. And he followed it up. As you said, he followed up from the half back line, half forward, that last one. And I think that was to give Lehman another goal, was it, Cam?
Certainly was, yep. He's kicked 5 so far, Sammy Lehman.
Yeah, got the handful, and he's hoping to get a handful after the game.
Salutes this round 8 Great Southern Footy League clash, the Think Mental Health round between Mount Barker and Denmark. Walpole about to start the last quarter. The home side, that's Mount Barker, up by 45.
Yeah, Marnie versus Billy Jones.
Jones wins that one. Middle of the ground, ball's going nowhere. Umpire says, give the pill to me. It's Tyler Stone. He's at the bottom of the pack where he's been all afternoon for Denmark Walpole. Number
Tough
14
as, isn't
kid.
he?
He's hard as a nail, isn't he? Hard as aggregate, like Stone, as you said. Blow his knee, Jackson over Rennet. To have the footy now through a chain of handball, but goes back to play there in the big Jackson.
What's
Axon
happened
Jackson.
here?
It's got to go back, I think. So
Yeah.
a free kick to Denmark Walpole
Yeah, Bennett again, Cam.
with Bennett.
Really coming into the game in the second half, isn't he?
He's kicked the goal in the
That's
third
a
quarter.
nice
didn't he?
stow. Oh!
That is a
Woohoo!
kick tender for the Retribution mark of the day. Fell on his backside, Kip, and still
Oh,
marked the
oh.
pill.
That is a cracky.
Great mark here.
Who's that, Cam?
Brady-
that's
Brad Cochrane.
that's his second one.
Yeah.
He's definitely taken home the Daihatsu today, isn't he?
Certainly is. The Retribution mark of the
Two
contender. He had
marks.
one in the second quarter. He's now kicked mark one in the last quarter. So
Let's
2
hope he can finish
contenders.
it off.
So Brady Cochrane leans back on these, kicks the ball high, and kicks the
There
ball
you are,
straight.
Dee.
Cochrane. Good start here by Denmark Walpole. Converts with a Retrovision contender for the mark of the day. He's had 2, one in the second, one in the last, and he's converted this goal in the last quarter.
He's got a good set of mitts, hasn't he, Cam?
And so just repeating, Kip, he fell back on his backside, had enough nous to not panic, and the ball, would you believe it, has landed in his mitts.
Yeah. And when you've got mitts like he's got, apparently he can hold at least 5 eggs in each hand, Cam.
Absolutely. Or at the Oktoberfest, probably one of those big stouts.
Oh, I have the Steins.
Steins,
Yeah.
probably 6
Yeah.
of those.
Yeah.
So good start here for the away side Denmark Walpole. They've kicked one courtesy of Brad Cochrane. And the middle of the ground once again here at Sounness Park in Mount Barker. The umpire's going to throw the pill up once again.
Well, we've got a new ruck for Mount Barker there, Cam.
I think it's big
It's
Jacob
Marnie.
Jones. He's gone into it. Jonesy. That's the footy now. They go through the corridor, then do Denmark Walpole go straight down the high diddle, running up the contest.
That was the big fellow there, James Gray.
Big grade. They have the footy now. Kick around the corner.
Oh,
Must be
yeah,
another
that's
one.
another
Isn't it
one?
another one? And just pushed it wide. We know the umpire, goal umpire that is. He goes to the right and the minor score only. And there we go. The beautiful vision of the scoreboard. We've gone 2:28. The Bulls 11-6-72.
Cracking scoreboard.
And
that
Denmark
one.
are 5-3-33.
I'd like to have one of those scoreboards in the backyard, Cam.
That'd be so good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd be kicking at goals all day just to turn around and have a look at the scoreboard.
Problem is, mate, you wouldn't leave your backyard. That'd be the problem.
Oh yeah, no, that's
wouldn't,
true.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
turn up to work. Whereas Kippo
He's
just
kicking
the
the
scoreboard.
footy,
He's kicking
yeah.
the pill.
And checking out his scoreboard.
They go down the corridor again. Good mark's been taken here by the player there in Seth Jones. He kicks the ball on the far side, and good defensive mark here by Mount Barker.
Oh,
he kicks the ball over. They did overcook the kick. It was Marnie. Should have done a lot more with that. So the umpire said play on. They kick the ball down the half-forward flank, and misses absolutely everything. Tyrone Kennedy was running at it, but the kick was overcooked. So boundary line throw in early stages of this last quarter, 11-6 to 5-3.
Look at that logo at the back, Sounness Park, Cam. It's a cracker, isn't it?
Absolutely ripping. All over the ground here. Coming back onto the contest this time, keepers Adam Large for Mount Barker. And I tell you, he's large of a lad. He's gone to the ruck this time.
A bit ginger there.
Certainly is.
Oh, look at that.
Nice. Over the top. I think that was Bill Jones. William Jones is back on the contest.
There's the aggregate on his
left.
left.
To Stone on his left. It's not preferred. Kick the ball to a pocket. Defensive pressure taken by that player mentioned Wallinger.
Oh, good thinking there. 99.
Kept and played by Skinner.
Was that patching?
Yep, Alex Skinner goes back to patching. Patching through traffic. Can draw the play off to Skinner again.
Yes.
They do that.
Yeah, beautiful
Skinner,
work.
far wing. He puts his ball on his boot to half foot.
Hey!
There he is. Great mark by Brennan. You go. He decides to play on. Try to find this player, Sammy Lehman.
Good pick up.
Good pick up below his knee. There is the Jackson, but he's pushed him in the back, I think. So Lehman pushing the back by Taylor Lehman. There's a lemon of a tackle in the end. So Sam Lehman goes.
Goal number 6, Cam.
Going to go for 6. So Sam Lehman. Brilliant mark by Ugle though, Kip.
Oh, he's dished off the Jacko.
To the breeze here. Head over the footy. It was Jackson Ross. Yeah, he's had a good second half, Ross. But Mount Barker had it.
Left that behind.
And lost it.
Oh,
through the chapel. Caught one high, surely umpire. Umpire said certainly did.
Yeah.
Got him high. And the big barrel-chested player for Denmark, Walpole, has it. Defensive part of the ground. He kicks the ball to the far wing. Tried to find his teammate Kip. He overcooked it.
Yep. Right out where the Fulcher contractor sign is, Cam.
I think it was Daniel Rowling there for Walpole. Good local sponsors here, Kip. Shout out to them.
A lot of these clubs wouldn't survive without those fantastic sponsors, Cam.
100%. They go through traffic, draw the play over the top, found Bennett.
That's better.
Bennett through traffic, kicks the ball to half-forward flank, ball over the top, kept his feet with big Seth Jones. Just Seth Jones, a little check side right. Pretty smart in the end. Kip was trying to find his teammate in Jones again, but umpire, that's a boundary umpire, so just give the ball to me for a throw-in.
It looked like he was seeding the clouds there, Cam. Went quite high, didn't it?
It certainly did go high.
And there's big Jimmy Gray there, pointing out, I can't run there.
Certainly can't. Burgeon through traffic, lowers his eyes, but turns the footy over. A 2-on-1 here. Mount Barker through traffic. Got to push in the back. It's playing to advantage. So Lee Pavlonovic goes on his right, and good kick by him, finds his teammate. Kicked the ball down the line to Mount Barker to a 2-on-1. Hitting the ball hard and didn't have it then, or the boundary umpire said it's out of bounds, and it's the ladder. So boundary line throw in. Later stages of this third quarter. Mount Barker, the home side, keeps still up by just over 6 goals.
Yeah, it's good to see the boundary umpire have the high vis there, Cam. OH&S. Oh, well done, Ugle.
Jones to Ugle, receives it back again, can draw the play over the top. Found patching likewise, but good defensive pressure by Denmark Walpole. They have the footy though, quick hands ball then by Skinner. Skinner turned the footy over, so Denmark Walpole can go down the corridor, try to find his teammate. That was James Elliott. He's overrun it to Elliott, and they convert, go back, and good strong mark being taken by big Mitchy Pearce. Kip it. Can't afford to turn the ball over in the defensive park of the ground. Exactly what happened then to Denmark Walpole.
Yeah, and I think Jimmy Elliott's beard got in the way there, Cam.
Might have.
Sometimes the ball just bounces odd too, doesn't it?
It does. It's a big Mitch Pearce just inside the 50-metre arc here.
Leans back on it.
Hasn't got enough carry. It's not going to...
Oh, great mark.
In front where every good forward should be.
Jackson?
It could be Jackson.
It certainly is.
Yep, Zach Jackson going, kick for goal number 4. So Zachy Jackson.
He wants a crack at Lehman's title, doesn't he, Cam?
Certainly does. He's going to lean back on this. Pretty ordinary approach to the goal, but didn't
That's
matter.
a goal, you beauty.
Sneaks through for another goal to Mount Barker, and that's the 4th to Zach Jackson. And just when Denmark Walpole have a lot of possession of the footy, Mount Barker go up one end of the ground and kick another goal. So we've gone 8-24, Denmark 5-4, 34, and Mount Barker Bulls kick 12-7-79.
Yeah, did you notice the goal umpire there, Cam, when he was doing the flags? Rather laconic, but all in time and in sync. I'd like to see, say, a dozen of them doing the same thing.
Would have practiced that at training, I reckon.
Yeah, he would do. He might even practice it at home.
Well, would he? So Milligran once again doing the rough
Jones
work. It's
boy.
been sensational. Jones kicks the ball to centre half forward. Sam Lehman goes on the right, kicks the ball to full forward. Blow his knees was good, front and centre. There is Jackson again, keeps the ball his own foot and goes on the foot and finds Lehman. He's dropped the mark in the end. Through traffic was very good. That play there was James Elliott trying to make up his last mistake. Gave him the don't argue. You just can't get away from a play
I felt
like that.
from here, Cam.
And Elliott, I tell you what, that is an absolute Barry Crocker effort by Elliott.
That was a damn it, Janet. You can see the disappointment on his face there, Cam. Too slow.
Too slow, but try to get away from one play too much, Kip, and unfortunately turned the footy over. And Joshy Davenport, well-known batsman, he's crept up forward kicking. I don't think he's kicked too many goals in his great Southern footy
Going
career.
through his routine.
Joshy
Good
Davenport.
stretch.
So Davenport leans back on
Look
this.
at that.
And the batsman kicks a goal, and the players run to Josh
He's a little bit
Davenport.
tender too, Cam.
Certainly
A
is.
little bit lame. Bring out the blanket.
He's going to come off for a rest. Joshy Davenport tended to play in the back line, Kip. He's pushed forward and he's kicked not too many goals in his career, Josh Davenport, but he liked that one.
Oh, he would have been practicing that at training just in the hope that he would get the opportunity, Cam.
So
And
I
he's
hope it
got the
certainly happens. So
opportunity.
13-7-85 to 5-4-34. 10:43 have gone in this last quarter, and 45 point margin. Exactly was at 3/4 time. Mount Barker in front, Kip.
Yeah, and a few of the you can tell a few of the Denmark Walpole supporters are going, Cam. Quite a few cars leaving. I think they've had enough. The spirit's been broken, I believe, at this stage.
A few of the players, Denmark, starting to drop their heads. They've just got to guts it out.
I do.
There's Ugle again. He's been good. Goes through traffic. Draws a player over the top. Well done by Ugle. Found his play attainment. Daniel patching on his right. Kicks the ball to centre half forward. Trying to front the hard running Sammy Lehman. He's overrun it. Good defensive pressure. Well done that by
Beautiful
Morrison
stuff.
Carter.
And then Kirkwood, Cam.
Kirkwood on the right. And he's
been
found,
nimble.
laced out. And it's Axon Jackson
again.
again. Jackson deep in the
Go
pocket.
for it yourself, Jacko.
Umpire's call played on, so he goes one way, goes and draws a play over the top and found Benny Kirkwood, and Benny Kirkwood's missed absolutely
He's almost
everything.
like kicked it to me, Cam.
Kicked to the couple of white Commodore cars in the forward pocket. But how's the class of the Zachy Jackson kid?
Yeah, very nice. I wish he had gone for that, Cam. So he could have gone for his 5th.
He
Oh,
always
he's
does
an
it.
unselfish player, isn't
Yeah,
he?
He does the teamwork, doesn't he, Jackson?
Big throw, Umpy. Whoa!
Throws it in. Well done by the
Marnie.
opposition ruckman there, and Jack Marnie. He's non-stop trying his Marnie.
Good pickup. Is that
Always
Kirkwood
knees was
again?
okay. Found Ugle inside 50.
Very
he
nimble
leans
forward
back on
and-
this and pushed it wide for another minor score to Mount Barker.
Plays a great small forward role, Kirkwood, doesn't he,
He
Cam?
does. Yeah, very smart and clever.
Very nimble.
So Morrison Carter has it here for Denmark Walpole. Goes in that trusting left foot, kicks the ball down the big wing. 2-on-1 here. Blows knees
Oh, he's
okay.
broken through that
There's
Ugle
Ugle
again.
Beautiful vision by him. Sets up his teammate. That player Seth Jones. Seth Jones from outside 50 kicks the ball to a big hot spot. It's ball over the top. It was a good effort in the end. I think that was Cody Kerr. And the boundary umpire says, give the ball to me for a boundary line throw-in.
No, give it to me, give it to me.
So a bit of a sting's gone out of the game at the moment, Kit. I think Mount Barker have done enough for the fat lady to sing here this afternoon.
Yeah, you can see she's on the sidelines warming up her vocals. I think she's had a shave, Cam.
She has it in the end. Little checkside banana trying to find his teammate and lace out, taking
Oh, a little bit
very
late.
courageous mark was Barry Roberts.
A little bit late there was the Jones boy.
So Roberts will kick down the line. Pretty ordinary kicking in, 2-on-1, good defensive pressure. Been taken there by big Darcy Wallinger, and the boundary umpire says, Kip, give the ball to me for another throw-in.
He's run a few yards today, that boundary, hasn't he?
Certainly sleep well tonight, get a nice hot water shower and
Could have
butter up.
soup and a toasty.
Soup and a toast, and off you go. Roving front and centre was very good by Brandon Woods.
Yeah.
Cop one high, the umpire said play on, so they do that very well. But Denmark Walpole, but good defensive mark being taken there by Mount Barker, and they switched the play very effectively through Alex Skinner. So Skinner over the top here to Large on the right. Good play here by the home side, Kip. That's Cinderella
Moving
footy.
the ball beautifully.
And it's Troy Simmons. Kip has it and kicks the ball to a bit of space, but he's turned the ball straight back over and in the hole, Denmark Walpole. So they have the footy now, undecisive what they want to do. So they kick the ball on the defensive side of the ground.
It's a great
good
kick.
vision in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, well done. And off to J.K. Rowling there, Cam.
Yeah, young Daniel
He
Rowling
can write a book.
on his right and goes down the line. Good spool over the top. Good taken by Big James Gray. Bring the ball to the ground. Denmark Walpole have it. Decides to switch the play. Try to find his teammate.
Woodsy.
That was Woods. Second effort was good.
Good
Strong
effort,
effort by
Woodsy.
Woods. Now he's in a bit of trouble. Held to
Did
him.
that.
And the umpire says surely not holding the footy.
Looked like a bit of a pylon, like a bit of old-fashioned school pylon, Cam.
Pylon.
Remember British Bulldog?
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Those were the days, promise for the Wembley Downs kick. Those were the days. There's the Jones. He gets Rove his own footy. And head over the footy now. And somehow bring the ball forward to Denmark Walpole. Kick off the ground, gain about 20 or 30 metres. But well done. Read it very well. Little check side bananas been taken by Seth Jones. And a big passage of play here. Ball's in the middle of the ground. Kick was even better. All by
Look
himself
at
on his
that.
lonesome. No one there, but it's got to go way back. Kip, I don't know what's happened here.
I don't think anyone knows, Cam.
I think it's a blood rule, Kip, I think. It
Oh,
might be a
yes.
yellow card or a blood. That's a yellow. Is it a yellow card? The umpire's given a yellow card to the Mount Barker player, both the Mount Barker player and also Denmark Walpole player coming off the ground with a yellow card. Well,
Interesting, Cam.
very
I wonder
interesting.
what's written on that yellow card.
I'm not
Does it
sure.
say,
Other words,
get off?
get off.
Yeah, just get off. That's what they hold up.
So they're
Get
both
off.
Both off the ground. We didn't see it. The umpire certainly did. He was right in the right space.
A bit of sun in the umpire's eyes, you can tell then. He's going, yep. I think I'm going to have to face the other way because I cannot see.
So Big Jonesy versus Big Barney. Give up an even contest, but Jones rode his own footy. Kicks the ball to centre half forward.
Well, he
Hell,
won
when he
that.
didn't have it, was
Nice.
the Denmark Walpole defender. And he'll have the footy. And they decides to play on, and they do that very well
On that
through
trusted
Roberts
left foot.
on that left foot. They have the footy now. That play over there is Pavlovic. Just to try to find his teammate. He overran it. Denmark Walpole
Well played.
back. It's good. Lower their eyes. That's good vision.
That's just to the stone boy, the aggregate.
Yeah, the aggregate Tyler Stone, he's been sensational.
Boom!
To the away side, Tyler Stone kicks the ball down the line and good defensive marks been taken. He's been good. Lee Pavlovic has the footy now. Tried to find his play with the far side. There's a 2-on-1. There's numbers absolutely everywhere here from Mount Barker. They kick the ball, everything. They miss everything.
Right over
They should have
the
done a
top.
lot more than that. And they switch the play over the top. They do that and finds Isaac Pomeroy. So Pomeroy has it. Finds his teammate over there in Hartfield. Hartfield decides to switch. They switch and they do well, but the numbers here with Mount Barker, handball ball over the top. Have the footy now, outside half forward flank. Kicks the ball to a pocket. And good strike mark. And there he is, Jackson. As easy as
There's
shelling peas.
There's his fifth Cam.
He kicks
Yup.
goal number
Tea.
5, and maybe he has cemented the best on ground this afternoon.
Ooh.
Zach Jackson.
Yes, he's been very versatile, hasn't he, Cam?
He was playing in the midfield, crept up forward, and there's a scoreboard here which shows the Bulls 14-8 to 5 goals for, 17-04 gone in this last quarter.
Yeah, that's fantastic work in anyone's language, Cam.
Yes, he just knew
So
where
he-
to go, didn't he?
So Lehman's got a handful and Jackson's got a handful. Between them, they've got 2 handfuls, Cam.
10 lots of big,
Oh,
these
wow.
big eggs. So Jones wins the contest again and lays a tackle on. Cop one high was a big stone. So
Play on.
I said play on. So does that through Daniel Patching over the top.
Followed it up too,
That's a
beautifully
footy
there
again.
by
Does
Patching.
Patching. Goes down the half.
Hey!
Jackson again. Handball over the top to his partner in crime and Lehman.
Look away hand pass
Lehman
too,
over the
Cam.
top. Handball 1-2. Now in a bit of trouble. He's probably doing a little bit too much between those players. The
Well, there he
chemistry
is.
still there.
Jacko's going
Jackson.
back.
Now that's
Oh,
holding
yeah.
the footy. Only mistake he's made all day. And he gives the umpire a wry smile too, did Jackson.
And good defensive pressure by the Magpie there.
So they kick the ball to centre half back.
Good
And
kick.
2 on 1. Read by
Oh.
Ugle though. Ugle lowers his eyes.
Oh,
And there he is. End-to-end footy.
Is this the crafty Kirkwood can? Yes, it is.
Benny Kirkwood kicked
Yeah.
one of the first kick.
Very nimble and crafty, this fella.
But how good
Like
was
him.
Ugle? Read that play well. Ball's coming out of centre half back. He left his play, took a mark. Score assist, kicks it over Ben Kirkwood. Ben Kirkwood right on 50 metres. Going to take a good kick from there. And he is a good kick from there.
Oh!
He's goal. Benny
Ow!
Kirkwood. He has
Oh,
another
very happy
goal
with that.
to
Is that
Mount
two?
Barker.
Is that two
He's
him,
kicked
Cam?
one on the first kick. He's now kicked one in the last. But score assist, Brandon Ugle, number 5 for Mount Barker. Both him and also Sap Jackson Kip have been outstanding for the Mount Barker, the Bulls.
Yeah, absolutely can. And that small forward roll by Kirkwood, he's just played that to a T, hasn't he?
Yeah, so 19 minutes have gone 15-8-98 to 5-4-34. A margin now of 64 points. It was 45 to three-quarter time. It's now 64 points with only probably 5 or 6 minutes to go of this game of footy.
Yeah, it's getting ugly, Cam. Let's hope the Maggies can peg another one back.
They have been competitive.
They have, Cam. Absolutely they have.
McGrew once again, the big Jonesy, the Ruckman.
Well done by Marnie too.
Gang tackle. I think
Yeah,
he got
too
one
high.
by then.
Yeah.
Good decision by the umpire.
Well played by Marnie. He's tried all day too.
Certainly has. So have the footy now that decides to switch the play on that far wing, try to find his teammate. That was Rowling. Daniel Rowling, oh, that's holding the footy, son. It certainly is. Good defensive pressure here by Patching. And Patching kicks the ball down the line and good mark. They decides to play on Patching. Takes a bounce, takes another bounce. Goes through centre half
Look at
forward,
that.
lowers his eyes here.
Daisy cut
and
up.
tried
Look
to
at that.
find his teammate
Beautiful.
in Sammy Lehman and
Oh,
finds him.
Going for goals number 6, Cam.
Certainly is. But how good was Daniel Patching kick? Went
Beautiful.
through the middle of the corridor, kicked the ball to space, and Sam Lehman's taken a slips cack. He's going to go for goal number 6 right on the siren here. So Lehman, can he add more salt in the wound here for Mount Barker? He leans back on this, does Sam Lee Ming, and Sam Lehman goes, thank you very much.
The old
And-
sixer.
And that all is all she wrote. So Mount Barker, 16 goals, 8 kick, 104, have defeated Denmark 5-4-34, a margin in the end, Kip, of 60 points. Major goal scorers have been Lehman. He has kicked 6, would you believe? 6 goals to him, 5 goals to Sap Jackson, 2 goals to Kirkwood, and single goal scorers to Ugle, to Davenport, and to Jones. And single goal scorers for Denmark Walpole, Mahan, Stone, Cochrane, Woods, and Kennedy, and also Bennett. But Kip, Mount Barker, far too good.
Dominated, Cam. Absolutely dominated. In the end, it was a bit of a bloody shellacking, wasn't it, Cam, to be honest? But I've got my best from both sides, Cam. And for the Bulls, I'd have to go for Action Jackson, Ugle, Lehman with his 6 goals in the end there, and Bill Jones in the ruck, who, boy, he was good today. Then we're going to go across to the Magpies, Cam. I'm looking at Stone, aggregate, Cochrane, who took those 2 wonderful marks
Yeah.
and won the Daihatsu charade in the process. Bennett's for his second half, and Tarek Hartfield for mine. They're my best.
100% agree with you, mate. So it's been a 70-point victory here to the home side in the Mount Barker Bulls. Quarter time, 4-2 to 2 points, 8-4 to 1-3, 11-6, 4-3 at three-quarter time, a margin of 45, and they extended that margin point by a further 25 points to 1 victorious here by 70 points in the beautiful picturesque Sounness Park in Mount Barker. A convincing win in the end to the Mount Barker Bulls in this round-out clash. The Think Mental Health round has been a victorious win to Mount Barker Bulls. My name's Cam Robbins and Jason Kipper Robbins signing off here from Sounness Park in Mount Barker. We'll catch you all next week.
Adios, amigos.